What's up, ladies and gents? Long time no see. We are back with more Assassin's Creed Odyssey, continuing our walkthrough from years and years ago. So this is just a part of the initiative where I want to try to really finish up a lot of these old walkthroughs that I have going on, and I'm in a real big Assassin's Creed kick right now, so let's continue some of our missions of pretty much exactly where we left off in the previous mission, and let's continue. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Thank you again so much for motivating me to continue and finish these things up so that we can say we've, make sure that once we start something, we complete it. The Assassin's Creed series, as the newer games, have been really tough for me because of just how massive they are. And with ADHD and everything else, I'm not trying to make any excuses, but let's get it done. It's go time.
Alcibiades, you look like you're having fun.
The gods work fast. I wished someone as beautiful as me were here, and you arrived.
You're drunker than normal.
You'll have to forgive me. At this time of night, I like to get to the point when I have a pretty face staring back at me.
You're in a good mood. Must have been some party.
The only kind I know. Although I have a slight problem. There's an important politician here who really needs to get back home. But gods know I can't make the trip.
I'll make sure he gets home safe.
Yes, safe. Right, it should be an easy trip, although you may have to carry him at this point. Lucky man.
You could let him stay here.
I would, but it's never good to let a politician stay the night. It's a rule of mine.
I'm surprised you have rules.
Oh, you know how they can be. Never want to stop talking. There's only so much I can take. But for you, I'd break all of my rules.
What has he done to be so special?
Well, it was something to do with people, I think. Gods, I don't know. You may as well ask me what I ate 10 days ago.
So, you party often?
As often as I can.
I'm not sure how you do it.
Practice, practice, practice. The more I do, the better chance of having a clearer head than those around me.
So you're looking to gain an advantage?
Over my allies? Never! Actually, let's not talk about such things.
I'll try to get the politician home before he completely passes out.
Wonderful. Just take him north of the port of Piraeus. His home is somewhere around there.
All right, so it's going to take me a little bit of time to get, I think, back into the mechanics of how Assassin's Creed Odyssey works, but we should be able to get into it, I think, pretty easily.
Now the world is spinning and bouncing!
Looks like we got a simple quest here to bring his friend to his house. This means that maybe I will actually start to try to do some videos for Valhalla as well. But I don't know. I mean, that's an undertaking that is, Valhalla is such a massive game.
Sharp watch here.
But I'll do my best. I definitely want to get Odyssey finished because I really, really enjoyed Odyssey. It's just that, I played so many hours and, man, they've made these games so much bigger.
Wait.
Bigger, in my opinion, isn't always better either.
Are you sure this is the right way? It doesn't look familiar.
And this is the, I'm playing this on the Xbox Series X.
Why did you bring me here?
Is this really where he lives?
It's exactly like we were told. Get him!
Nice little ambush, I guess. Oh, he's got him. Guess you weren't too drunk, were you, huh? And we've leveled up to level 30 now. So essentially what we're doing is there's a few quests in this specific area that we need to do in order to continue. As you can see, more are showing up. Next one, we got Socrates, and we got that one. Let's go to Socrates, I guess. Let's see, is there a landmark? $497, it's not too far away.
But not on me.
I don't see you answered one of my questions, and that brought another to mind.
And another. Ooh, and another. Alexios! I knew you'd change your mind after turning me down. Unfortunately, love must wait a little longer.
Whatever you say.
I hate to cut our conversation short, Socrates, but I believe you've talked enough for the both of us. We must find another use for that mouth of yours.
Speak to him long enough, and you may find the smallest hint of knowledge veiled deep behind his enthusiastic advances.
A compliment and an insult in the same sentence. He truly is gifted. You've arrived at the perfect time. I have a friend named Sophanes who wants to become an Athenian citizen, but he needs a bit of help. Your help.
I can't wait to hear why it's my help he needs.
Any Mystios would do, really, but you're my favorite. All you need to do is sign my friend's name on a little list.
There has to be a reason Sophanes can't sign the list himself.
Well, he would, but he isn't nearly as able as you are.
Meaning...
Meaning, you have skills he doesn't possess. He'd fail if he tried on his own.
Why Athens? Surely he's a citizen somewhere else already.
Everyone wants to be an Athenian citizen, even if they don't say so. Sophanes has a mind for politics, but can only participate as a citizen.
I didn't realize you had a list of mercenaries you favor. And I'm at the top?
Of course you are. Although, if you ask nicely, I would happily let you be on the bottom.
I'm good.
This sounds simple. Now tell me why it isn't.
There's the small matter that you'll have to enter the Metroon, where you're not allowed, and forge his name well enough, of course.
So he's trying to become a citizen illegally. You should have led with that.
I'll try to remember that the next time. The building you're looking for is near the Agora. Be safe.
So the reason that we're doing these missions here is to essentially find enough information to get more of the cult. So we got these little tiny missions that you can do leading around everything, which will help you to essentially continue on with your main quest. All right, lots of guards here. It's just it's so satisfying when you're going around here and you're seeing all these clicks here. It's like a satisfying click that happens. It's hilarious. I'm pretty sure that's probably mostly it. There's a few more over there. All right, so I'm guessing that's just exactly where we need to go. Everything else is just icing on the cake. We don't really need to do anything there.
Oh, Faye, we are here.
Really did forget how smooth this gameplay is. Especially after coming from playing the older games in the series. Definitely not as smooth. Still very enjoyable.
What? That was odd. What was that? I'm just scaring myself.
It's so weird. Is that the only way you're able to put them down? I'm still trying to figure out the button for actually putting people back down. You would think it would be Y, because that's what it is to pick them up. So my question is, if I can do this without messing with these guards, I think that would be better.
There, his name's been signed. Time to get back to Alcibiades.
I'm going to go ahead and not take them out. Stealth is the name of the game. Much, much more enjoyable when you can get in and get out without causing too much. I probably could have got in there without even taking him out as well.
My favorite Misthios returns.
Sophanis' name is on the list, but it came at a price.
I see. Well, sometimes blood must be shed. You were the right Misthios for the job.
All right, quest complete. You can see we've got another one right here.
Now that you forged my friend's name on the citizens list, there's one more thing that needs to be done.
Next time you want me to do two things, tell me both at the same time.
The second is dependent on the first. I needed to know it was complete. I didn't expect you to get so upset about it.
Just tell me what you need.
Unfortunately, getting Sofani's name on the list doesn't make him a citizen. He also needs a witness who can validate his citizenship.
So you want me to be the witness?
If only it were that easy. No, there's someone I have in mind. An extremely handsome man by the name of Paros.
I'll find your handsome witness.
Perfect! I knew you'd be willing to help.
There must be a good reason we can't be witnesses.
Of course. The witness must be an Athenian citizen, but it can't be a friend. Be careful with Paros, though. It's easy to lose oneself in his gaze.
If there's more after this, I want to know now.
Of course, this should be the last thing.
Should?
I mean, is.
Time to find Paros.
He's often around the Justice Building on the east side of the Agora.
And I just ask him to help?
Paros needs to say that the parents of Sophanis were both Athenian. How you get him to do it is up to you.
So I would actually go out on a limb and say that I think this is one of the best RPGs out there. And I know there's going to be so many people that are going to be like, what? Are you crazy? But you need to put, you know, your hatred for Ubisoft and everything they do aside. Okay? Because, and the reason I say this is there's so much to do, right? Substance, you know, is one thing, but everything that you can do inside the game actually does feel quite well. The combat can be quite fun if you get the right skills that make it even more fun. And I would actually go out on the line, and I know I'm going to get hated by so many and say this, but I've actually enjoyed playing these RPG Assassin's Creed games more than, say, The Witcher 3. And The Witcher 3 is an amazing game, an amazing achievement in gaming. But we're all a little different, right? And it's, to me,
There you are.
it's super, super fun. But I would love to know your guys' opinion on that as well. I'm sure most of you are going to say, dude, there's no way that Witcher 3 isn't better than, you know, Assassin's Creed Odyssey or something like that. And I'm not saying that Assassin's Creed Odyssey
That's the guy Alcibiades called handsome?
is better than The Witcher 3. I'm just saying that this is one of my favorites because it's just so enjoyable and I love the setting and everything like that. I mean, settings really, really make a game like this.
You tell Theon I'm not giving him anymore. If he wants to talk to me, he can come himself.
I'm not here about debts.
Well, what do you want then?
There's something I need your help with. Well, you'd actually be helping someone else.
That someone sent you tells me it's something I'd be better off avoiding.
You just need to validate a man's citizenship. Alcibiades said it's an easy role for you to play.
Ah, Alcibiades. He's persistent. And who is this man I meant to help?
His name is Sophanes.
Sophanis. I know that name well. I won't help you though, not for him.
I don't know him. Why don't you want to help?
True Mystios never get all the information up front. Sophanis betrayed his men for Drachmi. He deserves death, not citizenship. Ah, look, it isn't your fault. You didn't know, but now you do.
Ooh. I'm creating waves, man.
You're right. If it's like you say, he doesn't deserve to call himself an Athenian.
I'm glad we can agree. I'm just sorry you had to come all this way to find out.
No, this is good. And the reason I say this is good is I'm doing things a little differently. I mean, I could have easily played them at 200 and start that, but no, this person betrayed his men for money? No, I'm not going to stand behind that. And one thing I really do honestly wish is I would have started this with female version here, because I mean, Cassandra is just, she does so well, the voice actress and everything like that. I really wish I started this game with her, but nonetheless, I didn't. So here we are as Alexios, and she is the villain. So it is what it is, but you know, obviously we're like 30 hours in, so we'd have to start all the way back at the beginning. Unfortunately, and that was one of the good things about Assassin's Creed Valhalla, was that you could change it at any time, you know, because I do believe Cassandra is the canon version.
You've returned!
Socrates too, it seems.
Much like you, he just can't seem to stay away. I hope there were no issues.
Paros didn't want to do it. When he told me why, I understood.
I see. Sophanes will be disappointed.
You kept information from me. Information that would have been nice to know.
I believe people like Sophanes deserve second chances. I didn't think what he did mattered to you.
Next time, let me decide what matters to me.
Understood. I should give Sophanes the news.
Do not bad citizens do harm to their neighbors and good citizens good? Is it possible to tell if someone will be good or bad without first giving them a chance?
A person isn't the same forever. Someone bad can become good.
But is the inverse not also true? Someone considered good can then become bad? How can we predict someone's actions now, let alone in the future?
We can't. One thing I've learned is people are unpredictable. It's what makes my job so hard sometimes.
If what you say is true, we can either hope we are right and that people will be good, or limit the risk by not giving people like Sophanes a chance. I wonder then if bad actions can reverse good or good actions can reverse bad. Perhaps we can speak on that another time.
Thank the gods.
He was so confused. All right, so I don't know exactly what changes or what outcome. I don't think much changes. I do believe there are things that you can change throughout the story, but I don't believe any of those are them. So let's take a look at the map. Looks like we have a new mission here. Free speech from Socrates. We also have this one called Rock Hard. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to know, but we're going to head over here and see what this is.
You have the habit of appearing the moment I need you. What a power I may wield.
Is there ever a time you don't need me?
Good point.
The drunk politician you had me take home. We ran into a bit of trouble.
That's terrible. I'm glad to see you're okay.
Yes, thankfully we both made it out alive.
Oh, I see. Thank you for telling me.
You seem disappointed.
I'm just impressed you were able to save the both of you.
You said you needed something.
Ah, to business already. Fine. It's simple, really. There's an item that holds great sentimental value I'd like you to retrieve.
What do I need to find?
It's an Olisvos. If you saw it on the ground, even you wouldn't bend over to pick it up. But it means so much to me. To hold it again would mean more than you know.
That seems a bit emotional, even for you. You've gone soft.
I'm anything but soft, I assure you.
Focus, Alcibiades. What is an Olisvos?
It brings pleasure. When my body grows too tired after a long night, having one of these can let the fun continue.
Oh my gosh.
You're a big boy. Get it yourself.
I sure am. But there's a small chance the woman who has it won't exactly be happy to see me again.
There has to be a story behind this thing.
When you see the Olisvos, you'll know. When you have it in your hands, against your skin, when you feel the weight of it, you'll know.
Every time we talk, it seems like you're about to sleep with someone. Or want to. Or you've just finished. Is this woman the most recent one?
Who said I slept with her?
It was a safe guess. How do you find time for anything else?
Determination, mostly. There's a closeness you can only feel with someone in those moments. Who wouldn't crave that?
I'll get the Olivos for you.
There's a small chance the woman may wish to keep it for herself, to spite me. It may be best to go unseen and hurry back. She lives east of here.
Don't worry. You'll have it in your hands soon.
It also doesn't really make a lot of sense to me that even he would be helping in these situations. I clearly think something's going to go off with him. Like, I feel like he's going to end up being bad. I really don't know because I don't know the story, because I have not played past this point, which is why I wanted to
stay hidden if I don't want to fight.
Start playing again. All right. Main objective here, and I also want to make sure that there are some guards. Mostly all the guards are inside. So there's just a few of them. I do miss the whole 100% synchronization, man, because it was just so much fun trying to 100% everything, you know? Okay, so obviously I can't sneak up on this guy. There's also a guy over here on the side. So how would I be able to get in there without... That is a good question. I know the moment that I probably take him out, I'm gonna get caught. Now, does this guy move again? Yes, so that guy moves from in and out. Yep, I knew it. All right, it didn't go the way that I wanted it to. You know, stealth is not the same. But if we can use that as a distraction.
Made out of stone. I guess that could work.
That works as well. We did it. A little bit of a distraction we used to be able to get in there, and it actually worked.
Ah, that's it in your hand. You brought it. It's different than I remember it looking. And much bigger, too. She's going to miss it.
This was never yours, was it? You had me steal it.
We didn't just steal an Olyssfos. We stole a family heirloom and a husband's confidence. Without it, he'll be focused on his wife instead of his business. I think she'll enjoy the change of pace.
You lied. Again.
I don't think I did. I was very particular with my words.
You said it was sentimental.
It is, just not to me. There wasn't a single lie.
That's not how it feels.
The only thing that matters is you retrieved the Olyssfos and helped me a great deal.
And what about me?
Now, we wash each other's backs, don't we? There's a reason you never turn me down, after all. How about I show you how these Olyssfos can make all the difference?
Oh, no. It's a hard pass, buddy.
That's not what I meant. Guess I can't turn you down after all.
I deserve that.
It's crazy. All right. So let's bring up the map, and there's one more mission in this area, one more main mission. So it's called Free Speech. And I'll see you when we get there.
Call that impression the lapdog. I wonder how many scraps Hermippos has received from Cleon's table. Hermippos has gone too far, Socrates. Pericles gave everything to Athens. Yet, we must still hear of Cleon's greatness?
Aristophanes, have you not done seemly things to Hermippos?
How dare you compare me to that man? His plays are a nuisance. Something I could come up with in an afternoon, and a drunken one at that. Mine are for a clever audience.
The same audience you judge. Should it not be clever enough?
Careful, Socrates, else I make you a character in one of my plays. Do you agree with Socrates that Hermippos should say what he wants?
Most people should keep their words to themselves, including Hermippos.
What if you believe Hermippos should not be given the right to speak, but others do? Who then decides what speech is allowed? It is a dangerous path to tread.
And one I clearly must. How can you stand up for Hermippos when he attacks Pericles is beyond me.
I stand up for no one. Only truth and freedom of speech.
If you have such an issue with Hermippos, why not do something about it yourself?
I'd like to, but I haven't been able to find him. Maybe you'd have better luck.
It can't be that hard to find Hermippos.
That's what I thought as well. Maybe he's afraid I'll find him.
Once Hermippos is in front of you, what are you going to say?
I'm not entirely sure yet, but I promise you, it will be a grand spectacle.
It almost sounds like you're jealous of Hermippos.
Ha! Me? Envious of him? Making someone sad is easy, but making someone laugh takes true skill and talent.
Wherever Hermippos is, I'll find him.
I hope you do. His residence would be a good place to start.
All right, Hermippos lives in Antica, or Attica. His house is in the northern part of Greater Athens. It is usually heavily guarded. The weirdest thing is that, you know, they tell us, you know, this is where it is. So it's almost like, oh, that's awesome. That means we have to find it ourselves. But then there's the emblem right there that literally just says exactly where it is. I do remember in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, you know, you can have it set to where you would actually have to do the searching and find it, whatnot. And I think that's a really cool feature, especially for those that like to play the games on harder difficulty, which is, you know, I'm one of those kind of guys. But we're going to go ahead and skip this, and we'll see you when we get there. All right. So we're close to the target.
Doesn't look like Hermippos is here. I should take a look around.
Let's do that. Make sure. There very well could still be more that we have unchecked here. Now, you know, see what I'm saying here is that if we tried to take him out, obviously we can't do it. You know, they took away that ability where they brought it back in Valhalla. It's still very upsetting that it's not in this game. Should be able to take anyone out if you're able to sneak up on them. But it also breeds creativity when it comes to making sure you do side quests first before you tackle these missions. This is a level 30 mission. We're level 30. So essentially, if we were level 31 or even a 32 at this point, then this mission would be significantly easier as we would actually be able to assassinate all of them.
Mask from the cult of Kosmos. Hermippos must be a member. Looks like Cleon made notes for Hermippos on his play. Everyone's a writer.
All right, so probably the last one's going to be maybe over there. Nice. Able to get you without taking anyone out.
This is a lot of money for someone like Hermippos. Explains his residence, at least.
I'd say it's always a successful mission when we can get in and out without being seen. We haven't quite got to that point just yet. Nice. Perfect stealth, like a glove. All right, let's head back.
What is it?
I couldn't find Hermippos, but I did find out something about him. He's a member of the cult of Kosmos.
Then it's no wonder he attached himself so closely to Cleon. Discrediting Pericles and his beliefs in Athens would benefit Hermippos and the cult, I'd imagine.
Hermippos is definitely a problem.
Do you still believe he should say what he wants, Socrates?
I know not what I think, nor what I know.
Yes, you deserve a play of your own.
What is a leader if he hides behind the walls he built himself? Send me fire, storm, or sickness, but bring me justice for my city.
All right, so we got our next target. I'll see you guys over there. All right, we're getting close. Just want to do a quick survey of the area here before we begin.
I should be careful. High security here.
So you never really know. It's not like you have the old maps that show up in red. So you honestly don't really know when an area is off limits. You just got to assume that when there's those types of things around and a lot of enemies right there, that it's going to be off limits. Like a glove.
One less evening.
All right, there we go. I love it how it turns their back around or something, even though they're actually kind of deceased. But there's another cultist down, and that means there's only one left. He owns a quarry and a slave operation, and you have to help people nearby, and that's exactly what we've been doing. And that's why we were able to lead up to the assassination of Hermippos, however you want to say it. It's quite interesting. I do really enjoy the gameplay, and of course you can go in and grab all of the stuff you want. But if you take a look at the map, as you can see now, the more missions have become available. So this, essentially doing now this next one here, will lead us into the next phase of finding the final cult member of this specific tree. So yeah, so we'll save that for another video, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to keep them coming. Well, obviously there'll be mini missions during each video, just to kind of give you guys enough content to watch. So hopefully you guys enjoy some more Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I really do want to get this done, and I hope hopefully you'll enjoy the ride with me as well. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to stay after this right here. Look at the credits of all the people that make these videos possible. Those are the members, the Patreons, everybody that make it possible for me to be able to continue and do what I love to do. And if you want to become a member, click the join button. Really helps the channel out. So thank you to all of you out there in Sinistrino 1 land, and have a great day. Peace.